Shivasade. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we're going to continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6. We are on chapter 9. Today we are going to read text 38. Does anyone know where we are at? What we read yesterday?
We were just reading that how the demigods were still offering prayers to Lord Vishnu, who appeared before them in his four-handed form, and they were still praying, and then they were glorifying him, and they also said that you have different forms and it's very difficult to understand, but by devotion only a person can understand you. Bhaktya mam abhijananti. And then they also said that like you are everywhere, you're spread it everywhere, even you are in Golok Vrindavan, and then you're present in every atom, everything, you're present. So they were glorifying him, and then they more glorified him by saying that though you are like you come to protect the devotees and to kill the miscreants, the asuras, and you come to protect the devotees, but you're always more favorable to devotees. You always there for the devotees, and then a person can understand you only as much as he surrenders onto you. So ye yathamam prapadyante, then we finished with that. And then you also mentioned about this snake and the rope. Like a person who knows will understand that it's a rope, but the person who doesn't understand that it's a rope or something, then he can also assume it as a snake. So the same applies for Krishna. If you're surrendered to Krishna, Krishna gives you the knowledge, and then you can know him, and in your heart you can know that, oh, you can understand Krishna's leelas and Krishna's roop and everything. But if you're not surrendered, and then you will just understand it as a rope, that, oh, it's okay, he's so ye yathamam prapadyante. So still they are glorifying Lord Vishnu, all the demigods. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. So then we'll continue with this text 38. Sa eva hi punah sarva vastuni vastu swarup sarveshvara sakala.
So eva hi vastu
swarupa sarveshvara
Jagat karana bhutah sarva pratyak atma vatsarva.
Jagat
karana bhuta pratyek atma vatsarva.
Gunam bhasopalakshita eka eva paryavasheshitah.
Gunaha abhasa
Upalakshita eva
eva
paryavasheshita.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. With deliberation, one will see that the Supreme Soul, although manifested in different ways, is actually the basic principle of everything. The total material energy is the cause of the material manifestation. But the material energy is caused by Him. Therefore, He is the cause of all causes, the manifester of intelligence and the senses. He is perceived as the supersoul of everything. Without Him, everything would be dead. You, as that supersoul, the supreme controller, are the only one remaining. The word Sarva Vastuni Vastu Swarupaha indicate that the Supreme Lord is the active principle of everything, as described in the Brahma Samhita 5.35. Eko api asav rachayitum jagat andakotim yach shaktir asti jagat andachaya yad antaha andantarastha paramanu yantarastham Govindam Adipurusham Tam Aham Bhajami. I worship the personality of Godhead Govinda, who enters the existence of every universe and every atom by one of his plenary portions, and thus manifests his infinite energy throughout the material creation. By his one plenary portion as Paramatma, Antaryami, the Lord is all pervading throughout the unlimited universes. He is the Pratyak or Antaryami of all living entities. So here the demigods are praying to the Supreme Lord that, okay, the material energy is the cause of the material manifestation, but who's the cause of the material energy? Like for example, we may say that Lord Brahma, he's the cause of the secondary creation. But then who creates Lord Brahma? That's Krishna. So here, the material energy, she's the cause of cosmic manifestation, the material modes of nature, they interact. And then we see how the false ego is manifest, and then the mind, and then it goes from subtle to gross. But all of it happens only when Lord Vishnu glances at the material energy, because she belongs to him. He's the cause of all causes. So the demigods are pointing out that Krishna, he is the source of the material energy also. So Srila Prabhupada in the purport is quoting Brahma Samhita, where Lord Brahma is saying also the same thing, that Krishna has entered every atom of the universe. And this expansion of Krishna is called Paramatma, Antaryami, Super Soul. That's how Krishna is omnipresent, omnipresent everywhere. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 13.3, Kshetra Gyam Chapi Mam Vidhi Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. O sign of Bharat, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies. Because the Lord is the super soul, he is the active principle of every living entity, and even the atom, Andantarastha Paramanuja Chayantar Stham. He is the actual reality. So the Lord, he's entered every atom of the universe, and also he's in our heart. That's how he's the knower of all the bodies, because Paramatma is in everyone's heart. So he knows all the bodies. We are only in our own body. So we are not conscious of any other body. We don't know any other body. We just know our body. I am this. But the Paramatma is in everyone's heart. So he knows everyone. According to various stages of intelligence, one realizes the presence of the Supreme in everything through the manifestations of his energy. The entire world is permeated by the three gunas, and one can understand his presence according to one's modes of material nature. So the gunas, they are everywhere. You know how Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, what we eat, how we speak, all of it is controlled by the modes, everything. So the modes also, the places, like for example, the temple is transcendental, and then there'll be modes of goodness like forest, then mode of passion will be city, then mode of ignorance will be like slaughterhouse, like that. So everything is controlled by the modes. So the more we understand Krishna, the more we will be able to also understand how this world is working. Athaha vava tava mahima amrita rasa samudra viprosha sakra.
तव महिमामृतरससमुद्र विप्रुष्य
Avalidhaya swamanasi nishyandam mana na vartata sukhena.
Avlindaya swamanasi
Swamanasi
nishilandaman
Nishidamana Varta
anvaratah
Sukhi
sukhena.
Vismarita drishta shruta vishaya sukhalesha bhasa parama bhagavata.
Vismarita drishtasrutah vishaya sukha lesha abhyasah param bhagavata.
Ekantina bhagavati sarvabhuta priya suridi sarvatmani nitara.
एकान्तितः भगवती सर्वभूता प्रिया
Surade Sarvat
सूर्यः
Nirantaram nirvritta manasa katham uha va ete madhum mathanam.
निरन्तरं
Nirtata
सः
Nirantaram
मनसः
Nirvritta
कथं
Manasa Katham
वा
Uhava
एते
Ete
मधुमथनं.
Madhumathana
Puna swartha kushalahi atma priya surida sadhavastvach.
पुनः हि स्वार्थकुशला हि आत्मः
Atmapriya Surda Sadhavastvach
Charana ambujanu shevam visrajante na yatra punar ayam samsara paryavartaha.
चरणः अम्बुजं
Charanambhujana
सेवाम
Sivam
विसृजन्ते
Visrajanti
न
Nayatra
यत्र पुनः
Punar
अयं
Ayam
संसार
Samsara
पर्यावर्तः.
Paryavartaha.
Therefore, O killer of the Madhu demon, incessant transcendental incessant transcendental bliss flows in the minds of those who have even once tasted but a drop of the nectar from the ocean of your glories. Such exalted devotees forget the tiny reflection of so-called material happiness produced from the material senses of sight and sound. Free from all desires, such devotees are the real friends of all living entities. Offering their minds unto you and enjoying transcendental bliss, they are expert in achieving the real goal of life. O Lord, you are the sole and dear friend of such devotees who never need return to this material world. How could they give up engagement in your devotional service? Although non devotees, because of their meager knowledge and speculative habits, cannot understand the real nature of the Lord, a devotee who has once tasted the nectar from the Lord's lotus feet can realize what transcendental pleasure there is in the Lord's devotional service. A devotee knows that simply by rendering service to the Lord, he serves everyone. Therefore, devotees are real friends to all living entities. Only a pure devotee can preach the glories of the Lord for the benefit of all conditioned souls. So here the demigods are glorifying the position of the devotee. That how the devotee, someone would ask Prabhupada that, oh, how you can know you're advancing. Prabhupada said, you will experience. Just as when we eat food, then nobody has to tell us, now you're feeling nourished, you're feeling satisfied, your hunger is being subdued, you're feeling stronger. We just feel it. So the more the devotee engages in devotional service, the more bliss he feels. So, but the non-devotees cannot understand, like how the taste of the pudding is in eating it. One may describe, oh, the pudding is like this, pudding is like that, but once one eats it, then one knows. So when one engages in devotional service, one automatically feels the bliss. And so because the devotees are experiencing this highest bliss, they never want to give up the Lord's service. So the devotee, he's also the best friend, the real friend. He's real friend to all living entities. Why real friend? Because he's always connecting everyone to Krishna. He sees everyone as part and parcel of Krishna. He wants everyone to go back home, back to Godhead. That's why I said to all living entities, not only to human beings, to everyone. And a pure devotee, he's always hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord, and he's empowered by the Lord to preach his glories. Tribhuvanatma bhavana trivikrama trinayana triloka.
Tribhuvana
Tribhuvanatma
Bhavan
bhavan
Trivikrama
trivikrama trinayana
Trinayana
triloka
Trilokaha
Manoharanubhava taveva vibhutayo ditija danujadayaschapi.
Manohara
Haran anubhavatanavaiva
Anubhavatabhutayu
vibhutayaditi cha danujadayaschapi.
Yasha Api
Tesham upakrama samayo yam iti svatma mayaya suranaramrika.
Tesham
Upakrama
Ukramaya
samayo
Ayam
ayam iti
Iti Tuya Atma
svatmaya
Mayu
suranam
Mriga
mriga.
Mishrita jalachara kritibhir yatha paradam dandam dandadhara.
Mishrita Jalachara
Jalacharaktibe yatha
Yatha
paradam dandam
Paradamam
dandadhara.
Dandadharaha
Dadartha evam enam api bhagavan jahi twashtram uta yadi manyase.
Dadardham
Tadartha
Evam
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 enam
Api
api
Bhagavan
bhagavan
Jahi
jahi tvashtam
Twanga
patayadi
Kamputa
manyase.
Yadi Manyase.
O Lord, O personified three worlds, Father of the three worlds, O strength of the three worlds in the form of the Vaman incarnation, O three-eyed form of Nrsimhadev, O most beautiful person within the three worlds, everything and everyone, including human beings, and even the Daitya, demons, and the Danavas, is but an expansion of your energy. O supremely powerful one, you have always appeared in your forms as the various incarnations to punish the demons as soon as they become very powerful. You appear as Lord Vamandev, Lord Rama, and Lord Krishna. You appear sometimes as an animal like Lord Boar, sometimes a mixed incarnation like Lord Nrsimhadev and Lord Hayagriva, and sometimes an aquatic like Lord Fish and Lord Tortoise. Assuming such various forms, you have always punished the demons and Danavas. We therefore pray that your Lordship appear today as another incarnation, if you so desire to kill the great demon Vṛtrāsura. There are two kinds of devotees known as Sakam and Akam. Pure devotees are Akama, whereas the devotees in the upper planetary systems, such as the demigods, are called Sakama because they still want to enjoy material opulence. So, who is a Akama devotee?
A pure devotee.
Pure
Narad
devotee.
Muni. Narad Muni, I think we can give the example.
Yes, of course. Of course. Yes. Thank you. So, because they have no personal desire, their only desire is to please the Lord. And Sakam devotee, they are also devotees of the Lord, but still have some material desire there. Because of their pious activities, the Sakam devotees are promoted to the higher planetary systems, but at heart, they still desire to lord it over the material resources. The Sakam devotees are sometimes disturbed by the demons and Rakshasas, but the Lord is so kind that He always saves them by appearing as an incarnation. The Lord's incarnations are so powerful that Lord Vamandev covered the entire universe with two steps and therefore had no place for his third step. The Lord is called Trivikrama because he showed his strength by delivering the entire universe with merely three steps. So Lord Vamandev, why is he called Trivikrama?
Because in the 3 steps only he took the whole universe.
That's right. In 3 steps. Otherwise, everything was being controlled by Bali Maharaj. So the difference between Sakam and Akam devotees is that when Sakam devotees like the demigods fall into difficulty, they approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead for relief. Whereas Akam devotees, even in the greatest danger, never disturb the Lord for material benefits. So, for example, we keep hearing the demigods whenever there's a problem, they go, they pray to Lord Vishnu, they go to the ocean of milk and pray to the Lord to save, and then the Lord takes some incarnation to protect them against the demons. We can see here Prahlad, he was a small boy, he was so much troubled by his father, but he did not say, "Oh my dear Lord, come and save me." This Lord Nishingadev, out of his own love for Prahlad, appeared to protect his devotee, to kill Hiranyakashipu. He appeared in that form to keep the word of his other devotee, Brahma. So here, this is what Prabhupada is trying to explain in the purport. So, but we cannot imitate, We may not be at that level, and we may need protection. So we pray to the Lord, "Oh, my dear Krishna, please help me." So, but the pure devotee, he never prays for his personal benefit. Even if an Akam devotee is suffering, he thinks this is due to his past impious activities and agrees to suffer the consequences. He never disturbs the Lord. Sakam devotees immediately pray to the Lord as soon as they are in difficulty, but they are regarded as pious because they consider themselves fully dependent on the mercy of the Lord. So they are also devotees, but have some material desire. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-8, Tatenukampam susamekshamano Bhunjana evatmakritam vipakam Vedvagvapurbe vedadan namaste Jive tayo dipade sadaya bhak. Even while suffering in the midst of difficulties, devotees simply offer their prayers and service more enthusiastically. In this way, they become firmly fixed in devotional service and eligible to return home, back to Godhead, without a doubt. So, like like for example, the earthquake comes, then what you do? You chant more louder, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And in this way, go back to Godhead. Sakam devotees, of course, achieve from the Lord the results they desire from their prayers, but they do not immediately become fit to return to Godhead. It is to be noted herein that Lord Vishnu, in his various incarnations, is always the protector of his devotees. Srila Madhvacharya says, Vividam bhava patratva sarve Vishnur vibhutaya. Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. All other incarnations proceed from Lord Vishnu. So Bhagavatam says, Etecha amsa kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. There are so many incarnations, so many kalas, so many amshas, but the original form of God is Govinda, Krishna, Sham Sundar Krishna. 2 hands holding a flute, peacock feather in his hair, beautiful smiling lotus face. Comments, questions?
Hare Krishna. And Shilpa ji, I mean, when the Akam and Sakam, like they are also praying, but then they don't have that desire even if they are in trouble, right? They just don't desire. They keep on praying as they normally do. They always take the shelter, but they just don't desire that Krishna just come and protect me. They just think that it's okay. Krishna knows, and Krishna will take care, and whatever is good, like how Prahlad Maharaj example you gave, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he kept on chanting the Lord's name, no matter what his father was doing to him. He kept chanting. So it may be very difficult for someone to do that. Imagine you're being thrown out of a mountain. It'd be difficult
Yes.
for us to do that. Or There's some tridents. Maybe difficult for some of us. But
Mm-hmm.
what we
Mm-hmm.
can do is chant louder. What can we
Yeah.
do, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So the pure devotee, he thinks, okay, I'm suffering is due to my bad karma. Previous, I have acted not good. So now Krishna is kind. He's giving
Mm.
me like a token suffering. Let me suffer this. And when he gets some encouragement, some happiness, he thinks Krishna is encouraging me. I don't deserve it. Some of us may be like the opposite. I can say for myself, little suffering comes, oh, Krishna, I'm suffering. A little happiness come, okay, of course I deserve
Oh,
it. The pure devotee is like suffering, oh, no, it's my fault. I deserve it. And happiness, oh, I don't deserve it. It's Krishna's encouragement.
mm.
अस्माकं तावकानं ततत नतानां हरे तव चरण नलिन
अस्माकं
अस्माकं
पवित्रं
तावकानं ततत नतानां हरे तव चरणं
विघ्नेन
युगलध्यानानुपदहृदय निगदानं स्वलिङ्ग
युगलध्यानानुबन्धहृदये
कुलध्यानपदहृदय
निबन्धानं
हृदानां
स्वलिङ्गम्
स्वलिङ्ग
विवरणेनात्मसात्कृतानाम् अनुकम्पानुरञ्जितविशदरुचिर
विवरेण कृतानाम्
कृतानाम्
अनुकम्पा
अनुकम्पा
अनुरञ्जित
नुरजान्त
तदुपम
वसत
क्षीरस्मितावलोकेन विगलितमधुर मुखरसामृतकलया
शिशिरस्मित अवलोकेन
स्मितावलोकेन विगलित मधुर मुखर समृत कलया
विगलितमधुरमुखरसमृतकलया
चान्तस्तापम् अनघार्हसि सम्मयितुम्
च अन्तः तापम्
तापम् अनघार्हसि
अनघार्हसि
शमयितुम्
सङ्गीतम्
O Supreme Protector, O Grandfather, O Supreme Pure, O Lord, we are all surrendered souls at your lotus feet. Indeed, our minds are bound to your lotus feet in meditation by chains of love. Now, please manifest your incarnation, accepting us as your own eternal servants and devotees. Be pleased with us and sympathetic toward us. By your love-filled glance with its cool and pleasing smile of sympathy, and by the sweet nectarian words emanating from your beautiful face. Free us from the anxiety caused by this Vṛtrāsura, who always pains the cores of our hearts. So they are pleading to the Lord that you come as an incarnation, you kill Vṛtrāsura, you're always coming, you're always killing the demons, you always protect us, now you come again. Lord Brahma is considered the father of the demigods, but Krishna or Lord Vishnu is the father of Brahma, because Brahma took birth from the lotus flower growing from the Lord's abdomen. So that's why Krishna is being called O Grandfather, because Lord Brahma is like the father of everyone. So Krishna they are calling Grandfather.
Hare Krishna, Shilpaji. Just one thing, that how beautifully they are addressing Krishna with different, so beautiful names.
Yeah.
Right? They're so beautiful. Like, like in Hindi, it is sounding like, Hey Param Rakshak, Hey Pitamaha, Hey Param Pavitra, Hey Parmeshwar, Hey Sakshat Triloki, Hey Bhagwan. So, like, so beautiful names they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
So
you.
beautiful. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we can see, the devotees' prayers are always so nice. Demigods are devotees.
Mm.
That's why we always encourage to repeat the prayers of the devotees.
Yes.
Atha bhagavam stava ta asmabhe akhila jagat utpati sthiti lay.
अथ भगवंस्तवमास्मभि अखिल जगद उत्पत्ति स्थिति लय
Nimitta yamana divyam maya vinodasya sakala jiva nikayanam.
निमित्तायमान दिव्यमाय
दिव्यमाय
विनोदस्य
तस्य सकल जीवनिकायान
Antarhridayeshu bahir api cha Brahma pratyag atma swarupena.
अन्तर्हृदयेषु स्थिरपि
बहिः
च
अपि च
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म प्रत्यगात्मा
प्रत्यात्मा
स्वरूपेण
स्वरूपेण
Pradhana rupena cha yatha desha kala dehavasthana vishesham tad.
प्रधानरूपेण च यथा देशकालः
देशकाल देहावस्थान विशेषं
अवस्थानविशेषं
तत्
तत्
Upadano भक्तयानुभवतः सर्वप्रत्यय साक्षिणा.
उदाहरणानुफलं भक्तायनुभवतः सर्वप्रत्ययसाक्षिणः
आकाश शरीरस्य साक्षात् परब्रह्मणः परमात्मना कियान् इह.
आकाशशरीरस्य
आकाशशरीरस्य
साक्षात्
साक्षात्
परब्रह्मण
परब्रह्मणः
परमात्मनः
परमात्मनः
कियान्
कियत् इह
इह
वार्थविशेषो विज्ञापनीय स्यात् विस्फुलिङ्गादिभिरिव हिरण्यरेतसः.
वा अर्थविशेषविज्ञापनीय स्यात्
पार्थविज्ञापनीयस्याद् विस्फुलिङ्गादिभिरिव
विस्फुलिङ्गादिभिरिव
हिरण्यरेतसः.
हिरण्यरेतसः
O Lord, as the small sparks of a fire cannot possibly perform the actions of the whole fire, we, sparks of your Lordship, cannot inform you of the necessities of our lives. You are the complete whole. Therefore, of what do we need to inform you? You know everything because you are the original cause of the cosmic manifestation, the maintainer, and the annihilator of the entire universal creation. You always engage in your pastimes with your spiritual and material energies, for you are the controller of all these varied energies. You exist within all living entities, within the cosmic manifestation, and also beyond them. You exist internally as Parabrahman and externally as the ingredients of the material creation. Therefore, although manifested in various stages, at different times and places, and in various bodies, you, the personality of Godhead, are the original cause of all causes. Indeed, you are the original element. You are the witness of all activities. But because you are as great as the sky, you are never touched by any of them. You are the witness of everything as Parabrahman and Paramatma. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, nothing is unknown to you. The Absolute Truth exists in three phases of spiritual understanding: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti Shabdayate. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the cause of Brahman and Paramatma. Brahman, the impersonal absolute truth, is all pervading, and Paramatma is locally situated in everyone's heart. But Bhagavan, who is worshipable by the devotees, is the original cause of all causes. So, the one who is trying to understand God understands him either as Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagwan, depending on what perception, what how he is looking at the Lord, from what perception is he looking at the Lord. So Brahman is everywhere, no? There's even this material world is situated on the Brahman. It's just that one part of this Brahman, Brahmajyoti gets covered by the Mahatattva. That's where the material world is called. So Brahman is everywhere, Paramatma is everywhere, in everyone's heart, inside in every atom of the universe. And they both are coming from Lord Krishna. A pure devotee is aware that since nothing is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he need not be informed of a devotee's conveniences and inconveniences. A pure devotee knows that there is no need to ask the absolute truth for any material necessities. Therefore, while informing the Supreme Lord about their distress in being attacked by Vṛtrāsura, the demigods apologize for offering prayers for their safety. So they are saying, my dear Lord, you know what we are going through. There's nothing hidden from you. You are everywhere, inside, outside, everywhere. So you know everything. So now Prabhupada is saying in the purport that demigods are feeling, they are apologizing. They're feeling bad that, okay, we're asking you to come now. We are in trouble. Please come now. A neophyte devotee, of course, approaches the Supreme Lord for relief from distress or poverty or for speculative knowledge of the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 7.16 mentions 4 kinds of pious men who begin devotional service to the Lord. One who is distressed, artha, one in need of money, artharthi, one who is inquisitive, jigyasu, and one who is searching for the absolute truth, jnani. So, neophyte devotees, of course, that's how the pious people come to Krishna, looking for something. So, distress, who came to the Lord in distress? A famous devotee.
Dhruv Maharaj? No, not distress. He wanted the money. He wanted the money kingdom.
Yeah.
Sorry, not distress.
Yeah.
Distress. Draupadi Devi? Draupadi Devi? Kunti?
Yes. Yes.
Distress. He came in distress.
Yes. Yes. Draupadi, Kunti, Uttara, she came in distress also.
Yes, Uttara, yes. Uttara.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
And I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
No, I was just confirming, yeah, Uttara, yeah.
Yeah, and also Gajendra.
Yeah,
Gajendra comes in distress. Then money, of course, we know Dhruv Maharaj. And inquisitive?
Is it Devahuti Ma?
Devahuti. I'm not sure actually,
Okay.
Sure. Devahuti, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah,
I'm also not sure.
maybe.
I'm just making a guess for inquisitiveness.
Inquisitive is the sages of Naimisharanya also.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
given as inquisitive. And knowledge, that's famous. That who were in knowledge, they were liberated and they came to Krishna.
The 4 Kumaras?
That's right. That's right. So a pure devotee, however, knows that since the Lord is omnipresent and omniscient, there is no need to offer prayers or worship Him for one's personal benefit. A pure devotee always engages in the service of the Lord without demanding anything. So, whose example we can give of pure devotee? There are so many. Always engaging in the service of the Lord without demanding anything.
Parikshit Maharaj.
Very
He didn't demanded.
Yes. Parikshit Maharaj, very good.
Arjuna.
Ambarish Maharaj.
Ambarish Maharaj, yeah. Yeah.
Even Arjuna.
Arjuna. Yeah, he's always engaged in the service of the Lord. That's right. Yeah. We can see Haridas Thakur also, no?
Mm.
Distress, but he didn't ask. Didn't ask anything. So the Lord is present everywhere and knows the necessities of his devotees. Consequently, there's no need to disturb him by asking him for material benefits. So the demigods, they understand, they know that Krishna knows, Krishna understands their position. He knows what they're going through, he knows what they need. So, but they're still asking, no, because we get scared, right? We still want that shelter, we want to cry out to the Lord. So, yeah, this is what the demigods are praying for, the protection of the Lord.
But
They don't
then,
want it to
Hare Krishna Shilpa ji, so that means that it is okay to pray in a normal way, not for asking things, but just to pray.
Yeah,
Because
glorifying the Lord is
thanking and glorifying for what he has given us, and just repeating the prayers of the great devotees, that's okay.
yeah, that's pure devotional service. Yeah.
Mm.
When we are singing the prayers of the devotees, just a desire to please the Lord, glorifying the Lord. Yeah, it's very good. It's needed. One of the process of devotional service is Vandanam, offering prayers. Akrur is the Acharya for that. He offered beautiful prayers. So, okay, thank you so much. We'll stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.